truly believe that candidate X, Y, or Z is not going to is that is not a bad thing. I don't mind what this candidate wants to do. What is the underlying root principle of why it is immoral to actually cast a vote for one of these minions?
If somebody was voting for somebody to enslave them and only them, I would just let them. I would laugh at them. I might even try to talk them out of it because that's insanely stupid. The problem is they're trying to appoint a ruler over, in this case, 300 million other people that they have no right to appoint a ruler over. And so the people, they're the people who admit that they're just voting defensively. Like, I don't like either one, but I dislike that one more. But then most Americans actually advocate government control and extortion and the violent domination of their fellow man by way of government. They want somebody in power to force their values on everybody else and to force everybody else to pay for the things that they want. And that's just immoral. And again, it shows the brilliance of the trick of democracy, where most people don't do that in their daily lives, go to their neighbors and say, I think you should be forced to pay for like my kid's schooling, or maybe just free money for me because I don't have a job right now, or because, whatever I think should exist that I don't want to pay for because that's too troublesome. So I'm here with my gun and I'm going to make you pay for it. Most people don't do that because they know that's immoral and because it's risky, if nothing else. And yet, if they're taught to believe in democracy, they do exactly that by way of this, elected psycho and a gang of enforcers to go impose their will on people. So the belief in democracy makes us at war with each other, because then the question is, who is going to wield the cudgel of authoritarian power? Not whether anyone should. Like, well, somebody's going to. I want it to be somebody who agrees with my values, violently, oppressing everybody else, instead of somebody who believes in your values oppressing me. It makes everybody cheer for everybody to be enslaved, except the ruling class. And most people don't even notice that they're tricked into being at war with their neighbors and their family and friends. And it's called democracy. This is freedom, and this all the complete bogus mythology they're taught. Democracy is war. It's who's going to violently control everybody for the next 2 years, 4 years, whether you're talking, whatever office you're talking about. But it's always about who's going to violently impose their will on everybody else. And the only moral choice is nobody. I don't want anybody imposing my will on you. My only will is you be free and I be free, the end. And that's incompatible with government and democracy.
But they will say, isn't this like it's all good in theory, it's all ideal, but say what you will, on Tuesday, tens of millions of people are going to go to a voting booth and do this. This is going to happen. So you can talk about it, you can flap your gums, but it's going to happen. So I'm going to go in there and try to get what I can out of this. I want it, we're on the plantation. Yeah, we got a slave master. Yeah, we got to get rid of them. But I want the best slave master for me in the meantime.
Right, and there's a couple ways I'd respond to that. One is it's a little bit like saying, like, tomorrow the murder rate in this country is not going to be zero. There's going to be murder somewhere, so I'm going to go do it and kill somebody and steal his stuff because it's going to happen anyway. And my response is, you're the one doing it. Like, if you are the one, and I posted a thing on Facebook recently about this, and it was funny because not very many people complained, and of those who did, none of them addressed the actual point, which is, if you vote for Hillary or you vote for Trump and they get in, evil authoritarian stuff is going to happen. That is an absolute given. Government will keep being violent, whether you're talking about the IRS, the ATF, the military, all the evil stuff's do. It's going to keep doing evil stuff. Now, when that happens, and you are one of the people who put them there, who intentionally went into that booth and pressed that button, knowing that meant, I want this person to have this massive amount of power. When he uses it to hurt other people, it's your freaking fault. And I can rest assured and rest comforted in the fact that I didn't help that happen. And if you want your excuse to be, well, yeah, sorry you got your door kicked down and you've got kidnapped at gunpoint, or sorry you got forcibly evicted from the country, or sorry you got shot by the cops or whatever. But hey, it would have been even worse if I hadn't intentionally empowered that psychopath to rule over you. I would rather have nothing to do with it, so it's not on my conscience that, oh, sorry about that. I didn't know he was going to do that to you. I know they're both going to do that to a lot of people, which is why never again will I support any evil in the name of, well, it's not quite as bad as the other evil. Like, tell that to the victims of government violence, of whoever wins, if you're one of the ones who voted for them and put them there. Like, if you voted for Hitler because I'm scared of the communists, well, guess what? You're the one who made this stuff happen. You helped empower that. And whoever wins, that's going to be true. And I'm not going to be one of the ones who empowers a psychopathic, violent parasite.